as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. First run now for Kyren Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8.
Stafford now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. They run it again with Williams. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw is Stafford.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 4.
Throwing now is Allen.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he is going to have the Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's good for Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Palmer, 51 yards. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They snap it to Stafford. He'll let this go for Adams. And the defense loses it. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Davante Adams. 72 yards.
My man.
And the Rams take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On play action, Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive. Third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. He's going to look deep for more. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Allen. Dancing to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Another Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Alert!
Allen now looks to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And now Stafford's going to move him around. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Davis. And shedding. And Davis gets in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead. Pass on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And
That is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for L.A.
Bro, you saying this bullshit. I had a wide open man on a fake
just
punt.
like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From midfield, here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
That's good for a Buffalo
But they certainly
Bills.
made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Elijah Moore, 46 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Stop saving them clips.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh,
And
my God.
incomplete on the deep ball.
What are you doing?
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this one's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To the air again, Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And now Stafford is going to change things up. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right.
Oh, nice pick. I seen
Stafford for the
I waited too long.
is intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Wait, I thought I got ball. The fuck?
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Rams' 44-yard line.
Now Allen. Oh, look at the juke. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Moore, the man in motion. To throw, it's Allen. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Oh, my God, that's bullshit,
across
man.
midfield to the 46-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford sliding out of the pocket. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And to find the open man, that's complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Williams. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
At the 2-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He's going to get it again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kyren Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. Now it's Allen. Steps away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Allen.
Oh my God. He got the ball.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 72 yards. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns.
Just do that shit up.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace. And they have the football. It will settle sharp at the 33-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a quarterback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off play action. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To the air, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Rams are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football. as we start the fourth and final quarter. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing is Stafford.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Stafford.
He'll let this go for Adams.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Maxwell Hairston.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Allen now on 3rd and goal.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Stafford going to change it up here.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Third down and 13.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Allen going to throw. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bills 42, Rams 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
180. Zero.
They snap it to Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And Allen is actually going to throw it here, being chased out left. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Throwing now is Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Set. Easy. Alert. Red 80. Alert. Stop.
From the 50, Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
250. 22.
Back to throw. Stafford. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end. And really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were. And how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.